everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studio. And as promised, I have the Tim Holtz box from Simon Says Stamps. Now I gotta tell you, Simon Says was awesome this time. I only usually order from Simon Says when Tim Holtz's fall line comes out. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I ordered this stuff back in the 1st of September, knowing that it wasn't going to ship until around the 20th. And I was okay with that because that would mean the order would get here just in time for my birthday. Well, come the middle of October, I still didn't have my box. I emailed Simon Says Stamps, and they kindly told me that they were waiting on a couple things to come in that were on my list, but if I wanted, they would remove those 2 items from my list and go ahead and ship. Well, one of those items was the cauldrons, and I really wanted my cauldrons, so didn't do that. But because my order was over a certain amount, and we won't say how much over a certain amount, I was entitled to a free gift, and they always send either a ink pad or a washi tape. Well, this time, and I don't know if this was the original gift they had planned or if they bumped it up a little bit because I had waited so long for my order, but I also got this stamp set. And of all the stamp sets I own from all different types of companies, I don't have one for barbecue. So I've got a barbecue sauce and a ketchup or mustard. You're invited. Cooking utensils, the grill, hot dog, chicken leg, burger. The word barbecue, it's summertime, we're having a picnic, and you know, you can't be without the ants. So thank you, Simon Says Stamps, for this thank you gift for my order. Your gifts are always appreciated, and I also appreciate your customer service, so thank you. So that was my freebie from Simon Says Stamps. Now, let's take a look at why they sent me a freebie. Everything in this box is from Tim Holtz's Halloween release. And like I said, that's about the only time that I ordered from Simon Says Stamps. Let me grab that one that I threw on the floor. Try not to poke my eye out on the corner of the box. These were 2 items that were holding the whole thing up. Now I am doing a Halloween cemetery village thingy on top of my vintage wardrobe. And I wanted to put these in front of the house. I want these out front with a couple of witch figurines that I will probably buy from Lee Max, and I'll probably get 3 of them. You know, so I've got the Sanderson sisters outside my house. So I got 2 packages of each of those. There's my other cauldron and my other urns. So I have those. I want to take and put paint some small flowers a black, stain them a black, and so it looks like I've got dead flowers in there, rust brown, something. And let's see, then I ordered the candy canes, and if you have not seen what some of his design team has done with these candy canes, I'm going to go back and save those pictures because I want to recreate them. They're really cool looking. I got the padlocks. And they come with keys. No, they don't actually work. They just go together. And then I got the candelabra stands. And there's 2 different sizes. And then I got another package of the tombstones for my cemetery. And I have rub-ons that will fit these. And I think I've got some of those from last year too, but they're just a slightly different design. Bought the bigger jack-o'-lanterns, and they're like trick-or-treat jack-o'-lanterns, and these things are heavy. They're probably as heavy, if not heavier, weight than the cauldrons are. And the reason I wanted the cauldrons, because again, one of the makes was these little bubbles, and there's all different colors of them. And I can't remember if she actually colored these with the alcohol inks, or if it was just the green light in the bottom of the cauldron that let these light up and look like a bubbling cauldron. It was really super cool. Pumpkins so that I can stack my pumpkins and have the 3-tiered pumpkins. Skeletons for the cemetery, or skulls rather, for the cemetery. I got the iron gates, and I think I have a second set of these. I can't be sure, but I ordered them just in case, because if you don't know, when Tim releases products, that's usually that. When they're gone, they're gone. They're a limited release, and they go really quickly. The saving grace this year was how long it is taking us to get stuff in. Ordered the word plaques for this year, the Apothecary, Found Objects, Curious Things, and Bone Collector. Those are going to be great on Halloween journals. I'm holding on to a couple of things till last here. I bought a couple of packages of the brooms. And let's see, I think the rest of it's all paper ephemera. I got one package of his tiny lights. One is a string of purple and one is a string of green, and this may be what they used in that cauldron. And then I ordered the texture paste and grit paste, and I'm not sure, but I think I now have 2 of these because I think I ordered a set from Maddie, forgetting that I had ordered these from Simon Says Stamps. So, don't be surprised if those show up in a giveaway box when I hit 500 members. Or subscribers, rather. Okay. This is the layering pieces. Let me see if I can find the edge here and open this, because, you know, that's what I do. There are, it doesn't say how many pieces. Yeah, 32 pieces in here. And remember, always save your packaging. Makes the best journaling cards. But we have the tachometer, the volts. We have some butterflies. Game piece. Number 3, which means there's probably a 1 in here somewhere. There it is. Poison label. The game card. A piece of a register. Lots of really cool pieces in here. I love that. Doesn't look like something you typically see at Halloween. I love the curtain of the drape on this, and there's another make that uses that I loved. You know, we're inspired by what other people make, and that's what got me in trouble. In loving remembrance of, be like a funeral card, floral card, no, it's a druggist card. This was pretty. I love this with the moon. Our body. Nice postcard, and here's the drape from going the other side, a smaller version of that rose. Another of the Man in the Moon postcard. I love this. It just has that Transylvania look to it. I love that. So that was 32 pieces of the layers. And let's see if I can get these back in here really quick. Okay. I want to get this video done because I want to put this stuff away. And I think I'm going to turn, I've got one over here of Tim Holtz memorabilia that is just his Halloween stuff. This is ephemera pack. There are 93 pieces in here, folks. 93 pieces. So I'm not going to go through piece by piece. I love this floral card with this dark plum or almost black rose. Game card in a different color, our little fortune teller. Our flash cards. Labels for witch hazel. The number 13 flinch card. Gypsy fortune teller card. Wouldn't that go nice on a page combined with her and the cigarette card? Druggist and apothecary. More cards. Our beetles. Some more of those butterflies that were in the first pack, but these are a little smaller. Our poison labels. More of those roses. A condemned. Lots of goodies in here. Toxic. Book cover. Now, wouldn't this be cute? And this was one of the things that Tim suggested, was to take several of these and crease them on their folds and turn them into little books on a shelf in a curio. I think that would be just awesome, sitting up on a bookshelf, just like that. And there are a couple of different sizes of that in here. There's 3. There's at least 4 of those book cover thingies in here. So those will be cool. So that is the ephemera pack, 93 pieces. Little black raven. These are probably not going to get put in the Halloween ephemera book over here anytime soon, but for now they'll go in the Halloween drawer for Tim. And then we have another ephemera pack. These are the snippets. There are 233 pieces in here. There's all different kinds of labels in here. I'm not going to open this one up, not with 233 pieces, but there's a back of the package. Then we have the chips. These are the baseboards, and there are, I'm going to have to open this one to see how many pieces are in here. 31 pieces. And there's some similar to the ephemera pack pieces, just in a chipboard. Dearly Departed, another Toxic, Uninvited Guest, 31 in letter number tiles, Our Man on the Moon, Blending Powder, Owl, from top of an Owl cigar box, the composition book cover, and these are all a little heavier, so you can add dimension to your project. See how that pops out where you've got the frame? You could set this in here. You could set it back and run those string lights around here and let that illuminate. Lots of different things you can do with this. And when I get some stuff caught up and I can sit and play with this for next year, you can bet I'm going to go back and look at some of those makes that Tim showed when he was introducing his Halloween stuff. And I'll link that down below, so if you've not seen Tim's entire Halloween release, I will do that. I don't do much for his Christmas stuff, but I do like his Halloween stuff. Another thank you card from Simon Says. This is the paper dolls. Now, I have several of the paper dolls, and I finally started using them and things. But there's something about these that caught my attention. Now, let's see if I can catch a couple of them. Thought there was one in here. Yeah, she has a really dark look about her. That one kind of reminds me of Mary Todd Lincoln. There's our little gypsy girls. Don't have any of those in my makes. Or her. He gets some really good ephemera pieces, photos that he purchases the rights to use and make some amazing paper dolls. Then I ordered the sticker book. Oops, got two things there. This is the Curiosities. And I know it opens somehow. Somehow. You know, if Simon Says did a sales night like Maddie does, I'd be broke. But these have got sticker labels. Similar to the ephemera packs, but these are already done as stickers. The masks for the paper dolls. Words. So that is the sticker book on Curiosities. And let's see, what else do I have in here? I have the vellums, the transparencies. And I'm going to take them out, but we've got the spiderweb backing, which is the same thing that he uses on the back of his packaging. I've got the eye chart. I love the skull, and I have smaller ones of these against a white background. They're not a transparency, they're a white printout. The bat wings to use on the paper dolls. Love these. I wish I'd ordered 2 packages of those. And with a $5 off my next order, I may go in and do that. Okay, I have 2 things left. This is the worn wallpaper and scraps, and this is really cool. People were buying the worn wallpaper, and they were fussy cutting images out. So he created the worn wallpaper and included die-cut images that coordinate with the wallpaper. Isn't that unique? And they're dark, and they're very vintage and grungy looking, and they have the texture of wallpaper. They are basically a wallpaper. Paper. We have some strips that would be from the wallpaper books. Washable, join here, fade proof. This one almost looks like it would work well on a Christmas as well as anything else. And then we have, so we have the label strips. I love that border strip. And then we have the papers. I may not go singly. That one's got the, that one has the watermark on it. It looks really old and grungy. Same with that one. So they look like they've been on the wall of this house for eons. And I love that. So that is the worn wallpaper scraps. And I'm not going to try and slide that one back in just yet. I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay. Lastly, I have the backdrops. And there are 24 double-sided sheets of these. You can cut these out and use these too. But we have the backdrops for putting in the vignette boxes. There's a signature from the Owl Cigars. And they're double backed. Oh, I've got a light bulb trying to go out on me. Beam Street Surgeons and Physicians. Druggist and Apothecary. Ledger book. The periodic chart. And you don't have to use these as a single piece. You can tear these up, cut them up, just like you would a digital. There is a library card printout with the discard stamped across it. In loving remembrance. Remember, we saw that funeral card smaller. I love this dark wood shiplap look. There's the optometrist chart. And the weathered paint. Table of the skeleton. Tells you what parts of the skeleton are what. Registry return. Received the above described registered. Post office in New York. We've seen this in his paper pad. I'm sliding. I'm sliding. Okay. We have the Bowie Casket Company. Fine burial caskets, robes, and linings. Traveler's Companion. Ooh. First thing I caught of, there almost looks like there's a face peeking through there. That was eerie. I love that. Our boogs. Entomology. Not sure what this one is supposed to be. And there's our map showing the churches. References. Number 1 is the Episcopal Church. Number 2 is the Presbyterian. And number 3 is the Methodist. But I'm not sure I see the numbers on the map itself, but that's what this was for. So that was my Tim Holtz order from Simon Says Stamp for Halloween. I have lots of stuff to play with. Now I just need the time. But isn't that what our problem usually is? I will link the video where Tim talked about all this, and watch it all the way through. I know it's a long video, but watch and see what these makers have done. I'll also see if I can go back and find the blog post where he showed these, and you can go look at the individual blogs of the makers and see what they've done with the product. And I'm also going to link his Halloween house tour down below if you've not seen it. Him and Mario spent yesterday and today tearing down the Halloween stuff, and by this weekend they'll have all their Christmas stuff up. And he said he might do a Christmas tour, house tour as well. So it's really, really cool. He has floral over the arches over his front windows and a couple of places in the house. I would really like to create one for my husband for over his shadow box in his corner of the dining room. Because he collects things that have skeletons and skulls. Well, not skeletons so much as the skulls. So I'd really like to recreate one of those for him for next year. So I will link that video down below too. And that's going to do it for me. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. I'm not sure what's coming up tomorrow. I'm not sure what the day is. But Friday we have case on the 5th where I come up with another Christmas card. I already have like 130, but I can always, what I don't use next year will go into next year. So I will see you back here for Case on the 5th on Friday. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Creative blessings.